everybody, Bob with Knives Town here. I thought I'd make a top 10 video which displayed the top 10 knives that I own that I believe are that are my favorites and that I get the most use out of. Now, this isn't supposed to be a top 10 knives of all time kind of video. Just of the knives I own, and I own more than 10, these are the top 10 that I've gotten the most use out of and that are my favorites. Starting here, this has got to be number 1. This is a Benchmade Ruckus 610, and I just really like this knife a lot. This has got to be about my favorite knife. I guess it's kind of just about the perfect knife in my opinion. That's got a S30V steel blade. It's a flat ground, which is my favorite grind. It has the Benchmade axis lock. It's got here, it has G10, and it came with micarta scales, G10 and micarta. And when the knife was still available, sadly it's been discontinued, but when it was still available, you could get replacement scales, carbon fiber. There was, I think, a pearl type, white type of a scale, and you could get a winewood scale, which is what this is. And so I got the winewood scale, and I was a little disappointed at first when it arrived because it was like pink, but I put it on anyway, and over the course of use, the oil from my hand has darkened the wood and sort of added depth to it and made it, I think it looks handsome. So it's a low rider. It's got a lanyard hole, double thick liners, axis lock, great steel, great grind. That's probably my favorite. This has got to be my favorite carry knife. Okay, next up would be the Cold Steel Raja 1, and this is just a beast of a knife. I just can't get enough of this thing. I mean, it is a unbelievable knife. This is AUS 8 steel, and it's sharp as a razor. It's flat ground. The frame here is 70-75 aluminum, so it's light, it's tough, it's rigid. It's got the Cold Steel Triad lock on it. Where else are you going to find a knife like that? I've gotten a lot of good use out of that. Really enjoyed that knife. The next one up is also a Cold Steel, and this is a Cold Steel Voyager. This is now Cold Steel has redesigned the Voyager series. This is the old design, and I was looking forward to their new design coming out. It was supposed to be out in the spring of 2010, but they withheld that. Apparently, the quality of the construction and the distribution schedule, shipping, just wasn't what they wanted. So we're not going to see the new Voyagers until the website says spring of 2011. But I was planning on getting the new Voyager in clip point in the 5.5-inch blade. Now this is a 5-inch blade, and I use this. This is my work knife. I just keep, whenever I need a utility knife, I just keep coming back to this one, and it's never failed me. The last job I needed it for was cutting up a bunch of cardboard boxes left over from the last move. And finally decided, they're just taking up so much space. When we move again, we'll just buy new boxes, but we can't just, keep these here. So was going to throw out the boxes, but of course the recyclers, they won't take the boxes unless they're cut up into these perfect, nice little shapes. So I refreshed the Voyager with my Lansky system and went to work, and it reminded me again of just what a great using knife this is. Just cuts like a chainsaw, so you can see here's a paint stain on it here, I've used it in a lot of different work situations, and I just keep coming back to it for that. It's rugged, lightweight, it's nice. This is a Swiss tool. This is the Swiss tool RS model, and this replaces my Victorinox Swiss Champ, which I carried in my briefcase for years, and was a great tool to have, but I decided to go with a multi-tool on a pliers platform, and I went with the Victorinox Swiss tool RS. In my opinion, you're not going to find a better multi-tool. I mean, this is the Cadillac of multi-tools. It just doesn't get any better, I don't think. It's such a great using tool. Really well made. Now, not to say that the others, I'm not trying to say that the others aren't well made. Leatherman, I can't say a bad thing against them. I have Leathermans myself, and they've always done great for me. But this is just the tool that I've got now in my briefcase, and it comes with a ballistic nylon sheath. I went ahead and bought the leather sheath that you can get. It's about $10, and it just carries it a little bit more compactly than the nylon sheath. So I've got that. Next up is a Masters of Defense Hornet model. And this, to me, now this is the Masters of Defense Hornet model when it was Masters of Defense. This is prior to the Black Hawk buyout. And this, to me, is just an ideal small single blade pocket knife. It's a T6 aluminum handle and 154 cm steel. It's got a lock on it that's one of the nicest, one of the thickest that you're going to find. I don't know if you can get in there, if I can see that enough, but it's got just a great liner lock on it. You can see how much of it contacts the bottom of the blade. 154 cm steel, okay, T6 aluminum handle. I like how it's slim. It's not a huge knife. It's slim. It's got a slim profile like that. It rides flat. It does come with a pocket clip, but I took the pocket clip off, and I just carry it in the pocket. And it's built like a tank, and it's just a nice, good personal little size for a single blade pocket knife. Really have liked that. Good quality. All right, next up is a knife by Camillus, and this one also sadly is discontinued. It's funny that a lot of these knives I'm showing you can't get anymore, like the Benchmade Ruckus and the Voyager knife here. I mean, those are soon to be gone. And the Hornet is available as a Black Hawk product, but not like the Masters of Defense. And this is a Camillus product, which the old Camillus is no longer available, I don't believe. This came in two sizes. This is the small size. I also have the large size. I love that too. But I carried this for a long time, and the thing that's unique about this is that you'll see that the opening mechanism here is a cam button, and it'll open the knife blade by pushing this button forward. See? As I push that button forward, it swings the blade open, cams it open, and when done with any kind of force, you can make that come out just like an auto or like a spring assist knife. And it locks up with a liner lock, G10 scales, ATS 34 steel with a tanto point and serrations, and good and thick too. That's a great little pocket tactical knife. I've carried that and really enjoyed it. It's worked very well. I've also got here some just more old style type pocket knives, and this one here is a Bulldog brand. It's a 5-blade Sowbelly, and you're not going to find these. You're not going to find these kind of knives much anymore. The thing about these type of knives, and the Congress especially, you used to be able to find a 6-blade Congress knife, but you try finding those anymore. And the reason for that is because of the skill and the take a look at, I mean, nesting all of those blades in there, and making them and getting them so that they don't rub against each other, and that they open and close smoothly. You can see how some are at an angle here, and see how those have been offset. See how these have been offset and how they're angled and everything, and nesting all of those in there and getting them just to the right tolerance so they're not rubbing and that it's a quality job. That is not easy to do, and knife companies have pretty much stopped trying to do that. Maybe you can still get these, but I haven't seen this for a long time. This is the Bulldog brand, so you can see there it's got that blade there. So that's a 5-blade Sowbelly. I've gotten some good use out of that, and it's a good collectible. This has got sheep's foot, Warncliffe, clip point, pen blade, and spay. Yeah. So anyway, next up is a knife from A.G. Russell, and this knife is a real. I really like this knife for the quality. It's got stag handle, that's real stag, sandbar stag, and this is a swing guard. So the fun thing about this is, as you open it, the guard swings open here, and there you go. When it locks up, it forms that cross guard, and it gives it sort of almost a stiletto type look. And it's not, I mean, for that, to make that so that guard is not wobbly, that when it locks up, it locks and it's firm. That's good craftsmanship there. And if anybody can do it, A.G. Russell can. This is a nice knife, ATS 34 steel, sandbar stag. I've had that for many years, and I've enjoyed that a lot. The next up is a case knife. This is a Stockman pattern, and this I've had, my wife gave me this. It's been over 20 years now, and it was before the internet, when you couldn't order knives online and have them delivered to your house, like from Knivestown, for example. But I picked this out of the catalog, and she drove quite a ways to go get it for me for a birthday or something, I think. So she's a good woman. But it's got the regular blade there. It's got the there's your pen blade, and then the Warncliffe type blade there. So that's a case, that's curly maple. Nice little Stockman knife. Finally, we've got the Victorinox Midnight Mini Champ, sorry, Victorinox Midnight Mini Champ. And I never put a lot of stock in these little knives, but this knife has come in handy so many times I just couldn't leave it out. So it's got the light on it, and the thing about this that saved me a number of times is the pen. It has a pen that comes out, and there's been a number of times I've had this in my pocket at work, and I've been caught without a pen, and I had that, and it saved me. I was able to write down whatever I needed, and so that's the Victorinox Midnight Mini Champ. There's a lot of other good knives, great knives that I've got that I've used, and maybe 10 is too small of a number, but if I had to pick 10, these are the ones I'd go with. Maybe if you had a top 10, maybe some of these would be the same ones you have too. So anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you, and thanks for watching. I'll see you again.